Hey guys, this is Oracle Daphne. My name is Beth, and I'm back again doing your sex and relationships horoscopes for September 2015 for everyone with their ascendant, sun, or moon in the lovely Capricorn. And I'm sitting here. Actually, usually I record in my bedroom, but sitting here. It looks very dark behind me, but I'm right in front of the window, so there's still light left in the day, and I'm like racing to get through all my videos, and this is the last video, so before the light dies. And if it gets dark in here, well, I'll be sitting in the dark. I might have to move to another room. But anyways, Capricorn, let's just see what we get for you. Now, I am using the Decameron deck, and the Decameron deck is an erotic deck. So this video is going to have strong sex content, graphic nudity, and language. Okay, so just as a heads up. And I will be back doing my regular Shadowscapes videos mid-September. So don't panic, guys. Please don't panic. So the lovely Capricorn. Let's see what you've got now for you. Okay, so Capricorn, I feel like you're coming to a point in time where you've reached a plateau. I want to say it's a plateau, okay? And normally I've been starting with the cards in the center, but I'm going to start with the final card, two cards, because they're very similar, okay? The final two cards aren't, there's no pictures of sex, people having sex at all, okay? This is the card about being lonely at night, or going out, a man or woman who goes out at night to a bar or club on dates, or maybe cheating at night. And then the outcome is not having sex for some time, okay? Sitting under a tree and reading, okay? It says to taking time off. This is a cooling period to retreat into solitude after a bad breakup. Sex life lives on in dreams and fantasies. To wait for Mr. Right to come along. So for these two to be back to back like this, you being very lonely, and then the outcome is, you going through kind of like a cooling period, taking time off. It concerns me, Capricorn, because if you're stuck, you could be stuck for quite some time. And I want you to become unstuck. I pulled two additional cards, and I think you're looking for commitment at all costs. You can see this card. She's pleasuring herself, but she is bisexual, okay? And now you may or may not be bisexual, but I am saying this card represents someone who's bisexual. So some of you are, some of you are not, okay? You can see all these skeletons kind of under the cover there. She's been through a lot of relationships, and she's kind of fed up, and she doesn't really know. She really just wants to have a relationship that is committed at all costs. Like she'd rather not be with anybody and be alone than get into another relationship that isn't going to go anywhere, isn't going to do anything in the end for her, okay? This is someone who's had like many non-serious lovers, okay? Trust, loyalty, and honesty are major influences. This will turn her on. It can also indicate indecision about sexuality. Interest in blindfold whips and domination, submission, and the desire to dominate and be submissive. Okay, so there's a lot going on here with this card. This is a girl or guy, good guy, who's really kind of just like, has two sides. She's been in relationships that have been really non-productive, okay? Many lovers, but nothing's really come of it, okay? And she's kind of sick of it, okay? And she needs to, she's so focused on getting commitment that she stopped trying, okay? So you need to kind of try again, Capricorn. Don't give up, okay? That's what I want to tell you. Do not give up. At the end of September, don't give up trying. I feel like eventually you're going to meet a new man, okay? You are going to meet a man who is really good in bed. He's going to help you orgasm. He knows what he's doing, okay? This is a man who has amazing skills, good with his hands, a man who wants to please. Creativity in the bedroom, sensuality, technical skills are mastered level. You will enjoy sex with this man. The woman is experienced, and together you bring much to the bedroom. This is hot or orgasmic, and I'll show you the picture again. Okay, so they're kind of, I don't know what they call it, a spoon sort of position. It's just, that's where you're getting to. That's the point you're getting to, but you're not there yet, okay? There's a lot of other things going on. There may be somebody who has, there may be like an age difference or a size difference. This is a funny card. You get this short person in the king and then the female. So there's just like kind of a age difference that I feel like the person you're going to end up with has. You may have an age difference between you and the person you end up with, okay? Or a size difference, okay? Size also doesn't matter. It's how you apply yourself to the task of having sex. The chemistry between you, two people, and the chemistry between you, okay? Two people with great chemistry of any age or size, okay? It says be determined to finding great sex and be open to the possibilities, okay? So you need to be open to being with someone who may not be your typical Mr. or Mrs. Right, who may not be the perfect person that you want, okay? But they could be pretty darn close, okay? So they're a few years older, or so they're, a few years younger, so, I mean, the whole Real Housewives thing too, it's just mentioned here, a little side note. I don't know if you guys watch the Real Housewives of New York City, but, there was this whole debate about Carol dating this younger guy, and he really wasn't that much younger. I just say power to her. Power to her because she kept herself open to being in a relationship with someone who wasn't her traditional cookie cutter person, okay? I do feel like that's kind of the approach you need to take. Not care about what other people think. If you find love in an unusual place or an unusual size, then you need to go for it. Why not? Don't hold yourself back, okay? I feel like you're looking to get married. I feel like, Capricorn, you're looking for a real partner. Because you got the Fool in the position of emotions. So I feel like you are getting to a place where emotionally you're ready. You are ready in September for a new relationship. You're ready for marriage. You're ready for commitment. This is a happily married man. You may be actually attracted to a married man, okay, or a married woman, okay, in September. There may be some element that there's an attraction there. And you do have this card in the position of immediate future, and this is, usually I see this as a Sagittarius, but this could be you, Capricorn, where you are trying to control your desire. She is like really overly sexed up, and she may be looking at this person wanting what they have, or just wanting to be in a marriage situation, okay? This is also somebody who, what she really wants is love, but she's got an overactive sex drive. I mean, she's just really sexed up, okay? Again, Dante's Inferno, okay? Passion, okay? Capricorn has a lot of stuff inside that they don't show. So it wouldn't surprise me that would be you, Capricorn, ladies especially. Now, the foundation is card about, this is you being a strong woman. Really, I said she is sexy and demanding, hot and hot. I said fuck first and talk later. That should be your motto, Capricorn, okay? So you need someone who's going to call, maybe you were in a relationship where you called the guy out on his bullshit, or you met someone and you had a really good, banter back and forth, and it was fun, okay? It says he might react negatively at first, but ultimately will love you for it. A man who wants or secretly desires a strong woman who will tame him through positive experiences, but who will also set boundaries. So really, this is taming the beast, Capricorn. You may have been, again, in a relationship where you may have called somebody out in their bullshit and been like, what the fuck is your problem? Really. You just may be over the bullshit too. Maybe that's a thing of the past, and you're just really done. And I feel like it's leading to this point where you really just don't even care about getting in a relationship or even trying, because you're just like, what's the point? But I want you to keep trying. okay? And I want you to, it's good that you came to this point where there was this guy who you were just like, you know, whatever, like you were just really like, you were standing your ground, you know? It's good. It's good that you did that. And I'm proud of you for doing that. But again, it's that fine line between being a nag and setting boundaries, okay? And being firm, okay? So you don't want to be nag, but you want to be firm. You want to set boundaries. You want to be, you kind of just need to learn to tame the beast. And Capricorn can come off as being very demanding, which is, you know, this is how they are. So, you know this about yourself and accept it, okay? There may be some full, you know, this is like a full-blown affair. There may be some people involved in your immediate surroundings or in your life where there's cheating involved, okay? The man that you may like or the woman that you may like, their partner may be cheating, okay? So it may have to do with him. I feel like it has to do with him or her, okay? But it may not. It may just be that, you know, there may be someone that you like, again, that you need to not engage with, or you've been like very focused on not engaging them. So, so you could avoid, you know, getting into any kind of cheating scenario, okay? Because cheating scenarios are not good. Again, we have this bisexuality card. You know, there's two bisexuality, well, three, I think, maybe, cards where there's a guy, and there's a girl, and this is the girl, the recent past. Now, someone actually commented in one of the videos, like, and said, well, I'm not bisexual, and da-da-da-da-da. Well, no, everybody's bisexual, okay? When I read this card, this is not applicable to everyone, okay? Just because this is a general reading, there's going to be a lot of people out there who consider themselves bisexual. Everybody is bisexual, but not everybody considers themselves to be bisexual, okay? Or tells their family that they're bisexual, or tells their friends they're bisexual, you know, or dates women if they're a woman, or dates a man if they're a man. So this is kind of one of those things that, you know, I feel like people are watching this and they're analyzing and saying, okay, does that apply to me? Check. Does that apply to me? Check. And because this is a general reading, you know, there may be a lot of things that don't apply here for you, but hopefully some of it does and some of it makes sense. So that's what I'm trying to go for, anyways. So some of you are bisexual. You consider yourself to be bisexual, okay? And or you have a desire to experiment with other women. You may have wanted to experiment with other women in the past, you know, by curiosity as well. And this also may be the need for female attention, i.e. it's the clitoris, okay? And some people don't really understand what that is, okay? So my suggestion would be to, you know, get in touch with some anatomy books and check that out. You know, we don't have to go into it here, but definitely check it out, okay? Because not all women can orgasm via the vagina, okay? So some women can, but I feel like most women orgasm via the clitoris, and that's the main key to orgasm, okay? The big O. We're not talking about the small O, we're talking about the big O, okay? Now, I read this reading backwards, so I'm back to the beginning. I'm back to the beginning of the cards that are in the center of the reading. First is the desire for a good blowjob. Okay, now I was talking about my Sagittarius video, how the main theme for September is working and blowjobs. So the women are focused on working, and the guys are focused on getting their blowjobs, and that's society, okay? It may not technically be all that America's thinking about, but that's what everybody's thinking about in September, okay? This is the desire for a good blowjob. This is for a man. It says the number one desire. Full-on sex comes second, and this is to think about blowjobs constantly. I said, try finishing sex with a happy ending on a regular basis. And I wrote, this man will love you forever if you give him a blowjob regularly or head regularly. So that's what I wrote. So if you're a girl, you're a girl that's willing to give a guy a blowjob, okay? You don't care about that. You may be in a relationship, or you may just have recently given a guy a blowjob, or you might recently be hooking up with a guy who may want you to give him a blowjob. In the future, that could be it. I don't feel like this is future. I feel like this is more past. So it's more like a past thing where you hooked up with a guy and gave him a blowjob. This could be your partner actively always asking you for a blowjob. Nagging you about it. It would be funny. Message me if that's the case. Okay. But okay, ultimately, and I saved this card for last. Ultimately, I feel like you've been bitten on some level by the love bug. Okay. I feel like it's someone that you've met either through work or not. But it's someone that he's holding this love potion. Okay, so ladies, I feel like for you, you've been hit by the love bug, by somebody, you've kind of fallen for something. In the beginning of September, you've fallen for someone. Not everybody, okay? I feel like this love bug kind of gets under your skin and makes you very sexually frustrated, because I feel like you want to have sex with this person, but maybe you can't, because maybe this person is married, and so there's all this cheating going on, and at the same time, you're kind of trying to figure out, well, do I really want to date women, or do I really want to date men? You're kind of going, do I really want to even have a relationship? What's the point of even having a relationship? You're going, should I date an older man? Should I date a younger man? All these things are kind of going through your head. The outcome is you having an orgasm. That's at the end of September, okay? Now, whether you get there with a guy or not, doesn't matter. You're going to have it. You're going to get laid again eventually. Know this, Capricorn. You are. Capricorns are the horny goats. I mean, you're going to get laid again. It's going to happen, okay? So just don't panic if it doesn't happen, in the beginning of September. Although, I just think that there's just a lot of drama stuff going on, and I feel like towards the end of September, you're just, really over the drama. Really past it. Don't want to deal with it. Don't want to be in a relationship with the person who's in another relationship. You're just you've kind of, washed your hands, and you're done, But going back to this love bug thing, there's this thing about, to me, the love potion, or just kind of having it bad for someone, having a crushing really hard on someone. And this is also, I think of this as the work card, having sex at work, or to have the hots for someone at work, to meet someone while they are working on the job. The cable guy, the plumber, the FedEx guy, the UPS man. I did tell people about, I think the UPS man at my last, he'd always come and say hi to me every single day. My last place of employment was funny. But anyways, he had the hots for me real bad. Anyways, this is something, there's a lot to be said here about role playing, maybe fun. There's an element of being naughty, with the threat of being caught, doing it at work. That's the whole point. Some of you may have the hots or have a crush for someone at work. Somebody who wants to kind of have sex with food involved. That's the other fantasy. So someone who you may not even have a crush. You just may want to have sex in the future with someone, where there's food involved. That could just basically be the main point for you, Capricorn. Because Capricorns are usually foodies. They're really into food. So this is also really liking a chef, or, working in a restaurant and kind of getting it on in the kitchen, literally. But I see it more as fantasy. You may have fantasies about the cable guy, or the FedEx man, or the UPS guy, or just somebody at work, okay? Because this is really the sex at work card. Sex while working, okay? Card. And it's funny because everybody else, Capricorn, got the work card, and I feel like September, I feel like your focus is more on you. It's not on relationships as much as it is on you, your desires. What it is that you want? What is it that you're looking for? What is it that is going to make you happiest? Okay. Again, you have a crush on someone. That crush may end up where you end up hooking up with them in the end. But I feel like I want to say that at the end of September, I feel like you're really going to know what you want. and you're really not going to settle for less, and you're just not going to put up with any bullshit. And all I can tell you is that I want to say this too shall pass. I feel like you're going to get past this, lusting after this person, whoever this person is. You're going to get past this lusting after. Okay, I feel like you're really hung up on this person. If you're not over someone, this is where, if you're really stuck on someone, this is where I would encourage you to try to move on. I feel like if you do try to move on, I feel like you're going to spend a lot of time alone. You need a lot of alone time in September, okay? I will tell you that, Capricorn. It feels very much like that's what you need, okay? Like I said, you are going to get laid again. It may not be with someone who is around your age. It may be someone who's older or younger. But in the end, at the end of September, beginning of October, I want to say things are going to change more. And I feel like they're going to be more about relationships, less about you. But I feel like in September, it's really about you. It's about who you're crushing on, who you want to give a blowjob to, who, what your sexuality is. Some of you may just also be going through a cooling period, because I feel like a lot of you Capricorns who have been single for some time are kind of gearing up to be in a relationship, which is going to be the love of your life. So just know that, like, when there's like this emptiness in your life, the universe is going to fill that with something. It's not going to remain empty for too long. It's not like you're going to be going through this cooling period forever. I feel like the cooling period will end and the fire is going to get started again, and it's not going to stop for a really, really long time. So just know that. Take time for yourself and really just enjoy, the relationships that you have, if you do have them, and be okay with taking time off. Don't take too much time off, get back out there. Don't get too down or depressed about, being alone at night. I feel like being alone causes you significant trauma. I feel like it's, I feel like you need to kind of have like a person there physically. It's very important because Capricorns are very physical. So if you need to cuddle up with a friend, do so. Maybe get a cat or a dog, which is not what you want to hear. But until you meet a new person and you're really ready for that relationship, which I feel like you're ready, but I feel like you just haven't met them yet, or you've met them, but it's not time, So you can't really don't beat yourself over the head with not being able to be with that person. And just try to control your desires as much as possible via a vibrator or, going for a long run. That's what I would say. So anyways, that's all for now, my lovely Capricorns. And I will send you big hugs, big kisses. And I will talk to you guys again soon. Take care.